We love to fight on the same cards. This is what we do. We put on a show, and we all do it together. So this time it's just me, but I'm coming in with bad intentions. I'm so happy to be here in Vegas. It's been a long journey, 9 months away since since my last fight. So I've had time to kind of upskill, work on things, and I just can't wait to get in there now. Just counting down the days.
Yeah, it should be a fantastic fight. I got to ask, what were the thoughts when the name came across? It wasn't somebody that was in your division. So, had you ever even thought about him as a potential opponent? And what were your thoughts?
Me and Cody know each other just because the fight scene's so small. But you got to look at bantamweights as potential opponents, and I knew he wasn't doing too well at bantamweight. So, I guess when you get desperate and you want to reinvent yourself, there's only one way: either go up or go down. So. I had a fight booked, I had someone else, and then the UFC said, hey, Cody's going to drop down to flyweight. Do you want to welcome to the division? I said, hell yeah. This is a fight I've been dreaming of. A former champ, high-profile fighter. It's just going to elevate me. This is a title fight eliminator in my eyes. I know they've given a title shot to Cody before. He ended up catching COVID. So, I'm in the same book. So, yeah, that's all I've been focusing on is this date and just using everything that we have back home and taking full advantage of all our wealth of knowledge from our coaches, all their experience from my teammates. I've got world champions that I train with day in, day out, and it definitely rubs off on you. So, I've got all that motivation, and I'm going to continue that momentum from my last fight, finally getting my a knockout in the UFC and living out to my nickname, Don't Blink.
As you said, man, big opportunity, big opponent. I don't want to say I don't mean this specifically for Cody, but is there any worry that he doesn't make weight? Anybody coming down a weight class, can you even let yourself think about that?
No, I can only control what I can, and I know Cody's a professional. He's pretty adamant that he'll make the weight, and I've heard stories that he doesn't cut much weight to bantamweight, so it's no stress on me. I'm just focusing on myself. I've got my team here, my nutritionist is here, and we're good on making the weight. I've done this 8 times. This will be my 8th time making flyweight. This is Cody's first fight at flyweight, so all the pressure's on him. For me, we're just going to continue what we've been doing, stick to the structure and the system that works, and just go out there and have fun.
Nice. Do you anticipate, obviously when Cody's at his best, he's incredible, right? But he's had some mixed results as of late, the reason why he's moved down. So how do you prepare? Which guy do you get ready for?
This can go a few ways. Cody can come in trying to, reserve his gas tank, try to last out all 3 rounds. Or he could be like, I've got one good round in me. You just don't know what he's going to do. So we've prepared for everything. I've really elevated my conditioning to that next level because I want to use it as a weapon in this fight. I want to push the pace on him. I want to make him feel this weight cut. Even though if he hasn't affected him, I want him to make him feel that, I'm in a fight now. It's just not going to be an easy drop down the division and start bullying the smaller guys. I've got to prove my point, and I've got to make a statement. Such a stacked card, UFC 269 on the last pay-per-view for the year. I've got to stand out, so I've got to go out and take it. And like I said before, this is my title shot. So take out a former champ. There's no denying me 2022. A rematch against Moreno sounds good to me. It was a close fight, our first outing. I dropped him twice in the first round, and he did well to adapt, and he ended up edging a decision. But not looking past Cody at all. That's all I've been focusing on. But I'll predict the future. I'll say 2022, I'll be fighting for that title.
I like it. Last thing for me, with everything that you said there, do you feel like it has to be a finish in order to get that? Or do you feel like, could be just a really impressive 15-minute fight, right? Or does it have to be a finish?
Well, a lot of people been saying, Cody's he's not as durable as he used to be. He can't take the same shots. And I had to figure that out when I dropped from bantamweight to flyweight. You can't take those same shots as you would at bantamweight because your body's a lot more, not fragile, but a lot more depleted. You're taking away water from your brain, which essentially means the volume you can't take the same. So you've got to be careful with your range. You've got to be way in or way out. And I trust everything that we're doing at City Kickboxing, training out of the best gym in the world. So that's all I've been focusing on. Not too much of what he's going to do. It's more like what I'm going to do. I'm just going to be backing myself. And, you just got to believe you're the best in the world. And I truly believe that. And now it's my time. He was the face of the UFC back in 2016, 17. my first ever UFC event was his headline against Thomas Almeida. I was over here for the Ultimate Fighter tryouts for season 24, and that happened to be on the same weekend. So my first ever event was watching him, make his reign and look what he's done. But that timing's everything, and full circle. Now we're matched up. Now he's dropping a flyweight, and now it's my time.
All right, mate. One of Cody's biggest attributes is probably like his punching power, right? If you had to guess, when he cuts down to flyweight, is he going to rehydrate and have more punching power, or is that weight cut going to affect it, and is he actually going to carry less?
Well, that's what makes it for an intriguing matchup. People just don't know. I guess I'll be answering those questions in a few days, but like I said before, we're prepared for anything, a 3-round war or a first-round barn burner. It's just I feel like I've ticked all the boxes this camp. I've taken everything to that next level, and I've really changed my mindset to stop chasing the title and start believing I'm the champ now, because that's the kind of mindset you got to have. So, he's a former champ, a high-profile fighter, but I feel like this is going to elevate me to that next level and put me in line for that title.
Considering the fact that he is a former champion, and there's been so much focus on him, and it's kind of like, how is he going to manage this? Move down to flyweight. Do you feel that maybe him and his team are looking past you in any way?
It's out of my control, and they can think what they want. I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I can do. You saw a glimpse of that in my last fight, in my last outing. I've had a bit of time to now, develop even more, upskill and work on things. So when the time was right and had all that time in front of me, now it's just ready to get in there and just have fun. So yeah, they can look past me. I can be the underdog. It's just another day for me. I've been in the sport for so long, and now you're starting to see that momentum in my career. So I'm just going to take it with both hands and run with it. So like I said before, it's my time.
And as you mentioned, you had a close fight with Brandon Moreno a while back, and then he's become champion. How did you react to that when he won the title? Did that a part of you sort of go like, yes, there's an automatic storyline built in, a close split decision that you can get back?
Yeah, definitely. I was happy for him. It's great that from his story, leaving the UFC, being ranked number 16 in the Ultimate Fighter, and then coming back and then being on a tear, and now he's the flyweight world champion. So, he's definitely improved a lot since we last fought. But so have I. I've trying to become more well-rounded rather than just a one-dimensional, and that's just full credit to our gym at City Kickboxing, our coach Eugene Beerman. He's the glue that puts it all together, and I just trust the system and trust the process. So it definitely rubs off on you when you're training with world champions day in, day out. So I knew eventually one day me and Brandon will meet again. It's just going to be a whole lot different. I feel like he's going to retain his title. He's going to win the trilogy. But if any injuries happen, I'll be happy enough to step in once I get past Cody.
And last one for me. It wasn't too long ago that there was talk about the flyweight division being dropped entirely. Now it feels like it's back and stronger than ever. What's your overall take on sort of the journey that the division has taken the past couple of years?
Yeah, so my UFC debut was in Adelaide 2018. Before I even made my debut, people were like, oh, what's it feel like being the last flyweight fight ever? And I was just like, I haven't even fought yet, how are you counting us out? So it's been awesome being a part of that movement and part of that wave that's kept this division alive. I know for so long people were getting cut left, right and center, and there was probably only like 12 of us in the division. But now, you're seeing the spotlight back on us. Me and Cody being on a main card on such a big pay-per-view just shows that, the UFC want to get behind us, and the fans think we're exciting. Every time I fight, I want to make sure that I'm going out there, kill or be killed, and having teammates like Dan Hooker, like Israel, like Alex, like Brad, guys that are born and bred to do this. I'm just so motivated and inspired by their journeys that when I get in there, I really embody my ancestors and my tupuna that when I make that walkout, I'm just a Superman version of myself. So yeah, I know it went off a bit of track, but yeah, I'm just proud to represent the flyweights, proud to represent New Zealand, and yeah, I want to make a statement in this fight. Bantamweight can't just come down and just jump into the title shot. He's got to get through. He's got to get through me. So I can't wait.
Thank you.
Kai, right here. There's only a few fighters that really use the inside low kick as like a sharpshooting point score and build up. And I think that yourself, Volkanovski, maybe Weili Zhang might come to mind as those who do that. So why don't more people use it, considering how effective of a tool it is?
I guess, yeah, it's just a part of the wave of different techniques in MMA. At one point, it was the takedown, ground and pound, and then it became the calf kick, and then, spinning back fists are always in there, and spinning heel kicks. So it's always evolving. So you got to have it in your toolbox, have it in your arsenal, and when the time's right, you want to pick and choose when you can. So, I like to stand, I like to strike, but doesn't mean I don't train jiu-jitsu, doesn't mean I don't wrestle. It's all in there. I just got to bring it out when I need it.
And one trait that city kickboxing fighters have, is like that great vision. You guys can all see very well. And would you say that's just natural talent or maybe exceptional coaching on Eugene's part?
Yeah, we're always trying to better ourselves. We're always trying to get new techniques and new strategies to train. And we're very good under pressure. When it's in a firefight or a close battle, you have to stay calm, stay controlled. And that's just credit to the system that Eugene's put in place. The coaches that we've brought in, like our breathing coach, our sports psychologist, so many different things that want to elevate you to that next level and just give you that 1% advantage, because at the top, that's the difference. So for me, it's about just ticking all the boxes, making sure that I'm coming in with no doubt. Once I get on that flight, there's no doubt in my mind that I'm winning this fight. So this was a bit different for me, this camp. I brought my family over to Vegas. With all these restrictions in New Zealand right now, I didn't want to be apart from them for months at a time, so I said, let's just commit and go over together. So my son and my wife are here with me, staying at Dan's house, and then I'm in the Fighters Hotel. So, focused and business as usual for me, but it's nice to know that I won't be apart from them for a long time.
So, you like having the family, then it's not like extra pressure at all?
No, not at all. That's what motivates me, that's what lights my fire, providing for my family. And like I said, business as usual, even though the family's over here, we'll just get the job done.
Best of luck, Kai.
Cheers, bro.